Good afternoon. My name's Steve Coarsey. I've called this place my home now for almost 30 years. And I gotta tell you, when I was a kid, I was one of those people on the back row. I was on the back row. I was happy just to cruise along, not be noticed, do my job, go home. But I tell you, when you wake up and you realize that crazy people are in charge, you've got to make some noise. I've been delivering babies and serving as a doctor here for 30 years. Treating pregnant women and children is probably the most important thing that we do as far as medical service. But in the last 3 years, it's gotten more and more difficult. Every day, I see a pregnant woman who can't get the most basic medical care because she doesn't have the money in her pocket and the government won't help. I see at least 5 people a day who can't afford their medicine. And you know, when I first got here, things were actually starting to get better. They expanded Medicaid some, we were able to provide more services, but when the recession struck, a lot of working folks just don't qualify for Medicaid. They wind up with nothing. More and more people fall through the cracks. I'm seeing probably triple the number of people in labor now who've never seen a doctor during their pregnancy. They give birth sometimes to premature babies, addicted babies, and all other kinds of a host of medical problems, preventable illness. Now, you know the national government offered our state $10 billion to expand Medicaid. All they had to do was fill out the paperwork. But our General Assembly turned that down. They could have fixed it, and they just turned it down. They told 500,000 citizens of our state to drop dead. We're sliding backwards. We need to be going forward. I wish these wise legislators could sit at the bedside of a pregnant woman and tell her, sorry, we can't pay for this. We can't buy your vitamins. Not going to buy your asthma medicine. Oh, you need special medicine for premature labor? Well, you'll just have to handle that yourself, honey. You know, you can go on and on about lazy people in line with their hands out, waiting for a handout. But no one has a right to say anything like that to an unborn child. Now maybe we should talk about something the General Assembly and our governor will understand, and that is money. There is no savings if your health policy leads to sicker children and more premature babies. It's senseless. It's crazy. It costs about $4,000 to deliver prenatal care. It costs $50,000, $100,000, sometimes more to care for one premature baby. Never mind the suffering, the brain damage, the extra public money you spend for special public school and education. Oh, I forgot, they cut that out too. $21 million in special ed, gone. You know, children are the building blocks of our nation's future. You do not build a strong foundation with damaged blocks. Our future is brightest when we protect the birth of children and their early childhood development. Only a fool would balance the budget on the backs of pregnant women and infants. Only a fool would turn down the federal money to help these poor women. Let's not be foolish enough to vote them back in office. Thank you.